The news overseas, rival forces in Sudan have declared a new 24-hour ceasefire as Japan begins preparations to evacuate its citizens. In the meantime, China is no longer the most populous country in the world. Meg Luna with the latest global news roundup.
Sudan's army and the paramilitary rapid support forces have agreed on a new 24-hour ceasefire, a day after a similar truce attempt failed. Before this, two large explosions in Khartoum were captured on live television, along with sporadic gunfire in the backdrop. Nearly 300 people are reportedly killed, while thousands of residents have begun fleeing the city. Meanwhile, the government of Japan has begun preparations to evacuate its citizens. Distribution of financial aid in Yemen's capital, Sana'a, turned into a stampede after gunfire and an electrical explosion spooked a huge crowd. The tragic event killed at least 78 people and injured dozens more, according to local officials. Authorities have cleared vehicles from this parking garage that partially collapsed in New York City. At least one person died, with many injured in the collapse of the second story of the garage in Lower Manhattan. In China, about 30 people died when a fire broke out at a hospital in the capital, Beijing. Many of those who perished were patients. According to the management of the Changfeng Hospital, the fire forced dozens to evacuate, some of whom escaped through windows using bed sheets tied together. It's official. India now has the most number of population in the world. According to the latest data from the United Nations, India's population just reached 1.4286 billion, surpassing China with 1.4257 billion. The UN said India's population will likely continue to grow to 1.429 before the year ends. In other news, an image submitted by a German photographer won an award at the Sony World Photography Competition. But Boris Eldegsen declined to accept the award and told the event organizers the image was actually created using artificial intelligence, or AI. The photographer said he only submitted the photo to see if photography competitions are ready for the possibility of AI images in the mix. Apparently not. Meg Luna for The Nation.